to this place for 15 years in Vung, Vietnam. I just had to put this out. We have got a McDonald's in Vietnam. We have got a McDonald's in Vietnam. Would you believe? In Vung Tau. Wow. I never thought I'd see that day. Fucking hell. Well, they're supposedly going to move the airport toward Vung Tau. The main Saigon Ho Chi Minh Airport is going to come to south of the city, and Barrage Vung Tau is thought to be the home of the airport, the international airport, in the not too distant future. But then how long did the underground take? Let's have a look. There she is. Big, what do they call it? Golden M. The Golden M. The Golden M is in Vung Tau. I'll be fucked. Anyway, this is all this year's development. Last year, I think they opened it this year. Still doing bits and pieces to it. This just used to be a car park, couple of beach bars, and I say wasteland, it wasn't so much wasteland as just parking, and the Vietnamese could chuck up a stall if they wanted to. Anyway, they've developed a hell of a lot. And now they've got McDonald's. Hate to say it, but unless a city has got a McDonald's, it's got nothing. And now it will appear on the map. Predominantly because it's got a McDonald's. Anyway. Look at this road. Excellent road for football. You play football on this road. Wow. There you go. There you go. That's a development if ever saw one. Joy eye. Looks like they're already serving. I'll have to pop down there this weekend. Check it out. Oh. Unbelievable. Business hours. Sunday, Thursday, 8 till 11. Friday, Saturday, 24 hours. border here. Well, there you go. Might as well keep the live stream running for a bit. See who jumps on board. Let's have some questions. Vung, Vietnam. South of Ho Chi Minh City. And I tell you, this year, is the growth year 2025. 5 years. Within 5 years, this will be taking over a lot of the Da Nang trade. So sad, I've been coming here for 15 years. Everybody's written it off because it was slow and quiet and not too much going on. But this last couple of years, especially this year, I've seen some really good nightclubs. Western food supplies have moved in. The accommodation is exceptional. Prices are going up. A couple of years ago you could get a packet of cigarettes for 30p. They've gone up to 50p now. I mean, the Australians had it just up until COVID. It was Aussie land. The Australians used to love it here. And then COVID turfed them all out. And the wives and some chaps had to leave the wives behind. And then he died, but then after COVID, 2021, he was dead for 2-3 years. And now the development, wow. I mean, I got pictures of this being nothing. Single lane road and then wasteland or discarded land and then to the beach. And now there's 5 lanes. Palm trees, paving slabs. And the McDonald's. There you go. Anyway, let's walk to somewhere. Somewhere there is a GS 25, whatever that means. I thought it was General Store 24. The last time I looked, it said GS 25. maybe in the new religious clock, there's 25 hours in a day. Fuck knows what clock that is. Hotel's been there for a while. Nobody used to stay there, but I think that's going to increase. I say 2 years' time, there'll be a hotel. And you walk out the door, and there'll be girls walking up and down the street, touting. But who knows? Who knows? Vietnam takes time. They can get this beach estuary. Well, it's not estuary. Is it? It's close to an estuary. Main river channel feeding into Saigon port. So yes, near as damn an estuary. Well, if they can sort the water out here, then it's going to increase immense. I mean, to be honest with you, the amount of bullshitting expats and retire to Vietnam wankers go to Da Nang and say, oh, I want to be by the beach. None of the fuckers use it. So I mean, oh yeah, retire to the beach, live a cheap lifestyle. Why do you want to live near the beach? You don't fucking use it. I mean, there's one chap I know, avid YouTube live streamer. Oh yes, I live near the beach. Oh, my flat's so great, it's so cheap, and it's by the beach. But he's scared to go out in the water further than not being able to see the bottom. And he won't go on a surfboard, obviously for that. And he hates the feeling of sand between his toes. Oh, I've got a cheap house and it's by the beach. And I'm like, fuck's sake, man. But yeah, people can come here and be by the beach. It doesn't matter if they don't bloody use it, so they are by the beach. blah, blah, blah. I see that. That was the top hotel in Longtown, Imperial. Probably, I think he's been there probably 21 years. We see it advertised that the penthouse, top floor, 20 million a month. Oh, bloody hell, 20 million. 20 million Vietnam dong. And to put that into perspective, converted about 600 pounds a month, maybe 750 US dollars a month. Oh, they closed all theirs. This looks like he's seeing better days now. Used to be top class goods in there. Lovely market. Lovely market that was. Expensive. But yeah. Like I said, that was the biggest hotel in Vung. Yeah. Vung, Vietnam. The next Da Nang. The only thing that's got me here when people say, oh yeah, I love Da Nang. The one thing here, if you want to do a visa run, which some people like to do, I think the visa run is a 20-hour trip there and back. So basically, the trip entails a ride to Ho Chi Minh, couple of hours, go on the ferry if you want, couple of hours. On the bus is a bit slow at the moment, the road's a bit clogged because they're trying to develop where they're going to put the new airport and joining Vung, the coast, and also the city, Ho Chi Minh, have a nice road network. And there's talk about having a railway go to the city, but yeah. Basically, a couple of hours to Saigon from Vung, and then it's an 8-hour, I think it's 8-hour bus, slow bus, sleeper bus to Cambodia. Eight hours back from Cambodia to Ho Chi Minh, and then a couple of hours. So yeah, 24-hour day to do a visa run. Every 3 months, if that's your country. I do 45 days visa free, and then I piss off somewhere. Maybe go to China, Thailand for a bit, Cambodia for a bit. I went to Japan last year for a bit. But it's visa exempt, so with the 45 days, it doesn't cost anything for the visa. You just have to get a stamp out and a stamp back in, just turn around and come back in. And that's on a UK passport. I think on a standard UK passport, and I say standard, that's born and bred, UK Northern Ireland, it's a 90-day tourist visa you can get if you want. I think last time I looked, a fair few years ago now, it was about £50 or £60. But yeah. Anyway, if you want these details, just drop me a line and I'll argue the toss with you and we can sort it out. I'll tell you exactly what the score is. Yeah, you get that top floor, 20 million for 1 month. 20 million Vietnamese dong. I think last week the Vietnamese dong, there was 37,000 to £1. So that was the exchange, yeah. 35 will do. It's the highest I've ever seen it, actually. Since 2008. I think 2008, 2009, it was 33,000. I think the lowest I've seen is 26. It's nearly on par with the US dollar when we come out of Europe. I think the lowest I've seen the US dollar is 19,000. And I think that's at 26, maybe 27 on a good day. Even though the Vietnamese economy is growing, they're still way behind. Still way behind. Yeah, that was Champion Hotel, that was, and all the people used to come here to get their wedding photos. Iconic wedding photos. But at the moment, they got roadworks. Mind you, what's up with the Vietnamese? They don't care about trivial stuff like that. Oh wow, look at that. Can I get in the shot? Somewhere up there, there's Jesus. Can I? Oh, sorry. Right in the centre of the photo, the screen, is Jesus. And that's Vietnam's equivalent to Brazil, statue of Jesus on the hill. Yes. There you go. In Vung, Vietnam. Come and see Jesus. You can climb inside it. Lovely view. Lovely view of Jesus. Hopefully the reason I've had no comments is because no one's watching. And I can keep this on private so I can enjoy knowing that I saw the first view of McDonald's. Bloody gimbal. Ugly bastard. It's not me, it's somebody else. Let's go! I'm going to take you over to an Olympic complex. There's some wonderful flats. And the complex is called Song Developments in Logtown. And big construction. And there was one advertised the other day, a two-bedroom, and it was put up for 10.5 million. But I said to the bloke, I said, oh, I'll do you 7. And he said 7, but 3 months minimum. And this is like a 20 million apartment as well. Yeah. This patch here, this patch of land here, what's now going to be high rise, I guess, was a bit of a amusement. Baby roller coaster, baby Ferris wheel, fairground-like attractions. But nobody really ever come here. Derelict for years. The upright was working. Can I slip this off a bit? Stop flicking.